So, good question came up in my relationship support group tonight, which was, what do you do if a dynamic you've been working on for a really long time doesn't change? What do you do? So, here's the answers that we all discussed and agreed on in group. One, you continue to work on yourself. You continue to communicate, bring it up, and then keep the focus on you. How are you going to have the best daily life if you're in a partnership that isn't serving you? Part of it is if you're going to make any decision about it, you have to get stronger. You have to be really connected with yourself, and you have to have places where you feed yourself. Sometimes people can't change the dynamics that you're asking them to change, but that doesn't mean that you have to stay in them. Sometimes you have to look at why it's so hard to leave, why it's so hard, and maybe why you stay too long. Sometimes people stay a long time in relationship and they have regrets about that. But I think that if you are working on growing yourself and growing your communication style, that maybe it's important to stay and to work through that until you feel confident, like you've turned every stone, you've had every conversation. You might actually, in that process, feel much more satisfied, heard, that you are taking up space, that the person's noticing that, and that there is more negotiation and compromise. So, whatever is going on in your relationship, if you're working on the dynamics, sometimes it takes a while for dynamics to change. And sometimes you have to notice the difference between taking time to have a dynamic change and that maybe the dynamic's not going to change. And what will you do about that? I hope you'll inquire about yourself, about your feelings, about what's coming up for you, about how to find ways to stay healthy, because your healthy routine will keep you out of depression better than if you're falling into not having a routine, and you'll also think clearer. So stay connected to yourself. Let's keep looking at what's not working for you and figure out what to do next.